So we started off by talking a little bit about meaning. So for the purpose of this class and trying to keep things as simple as possible, meaning just means value. What is something that's valuable to you? And that's going to look a little bit different for everybody in this class. Everybody's going to place value on different things. We talked about how meaning is typically more past and present focused. So in the moment, we know that something is valuable, whatever that happens to be, a relationship, an item, doesn't really matter. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the other part, which is purpose. And if purpose is sort of the value of something, whatever that something happens to be, purpose represents how we get there. So, for example, somebody may place a high amount of value on a particular relationship you have. So think of a friend or a family member who being close with them is something you value a lot of. Purpose represents the things that you do or the things you know that you're going to have to do down the road in order to participate in or achieve those meaningful experiences that you're looking for. So it's very, very future focused. It's often, it helps you figure out or helps you understand how you are going to achieve said valuable thing. And again, you start to see, personal growth and resilience and the desire to positively impact other people. Those are all, there's often choices that you're going to make that are hopefully geared towards all of these things, which are then ultimately geared towards helping you find or create value within your life, whatever that happens to look like. So meaning is that value or the why the heck am I doing this in the first place? Purpose is the how am I going to get there? What do I have to do in the future and in the moment to get what it is that I find so valuable? So easy, so simple. So I've been talking a lot about meaning, talking a lot about purpose, but again, this is a personal wellness class, so it's good to understand why we're doing this and why we're spending some time on this. So as defined in this class, wellness, the ultimate goal of practicing wellness is to optimize your being, to improve your overall well-being. And in order to do that, you need a foundation. So if you believe that life, as you know it, has zero meaning, and I don't say that lightly, zero, like no 0.00001, we're talking pure zero. If life has zero meaning, so no value, right? Because meaning and value are very close. If there's no value to life, why bother doing this? If there's no value, if it holds nothing. Do you understand what I mean by that? If life has zero value, no meaning whatsoever, then you're basically a robot doing this. You're just doing things for the sake of doing it, just because, right? There's no value. So it needs some kind of foundation. There has to be something, even if it's just a small little speck of meaning, something there that the process of wellness needs to build on. It needs to be there, essentially. And these two often feed off each other. So by pursuing wellness, by undergoing processes, doing things involving choices that you make that are making life more optimal, that often feeds meaning and purpose. It creates more. It creates more value. You end up doing something. You end up working really, really hard at improving a new skill, and then you achieve that skill, and then that creates a sense of confidence, and you feel empowered. Well, that empowerment often creates meaning. That's valuable. It feels good. And then that makes you want to do more. It makes you want to pursue other choices, right? Do other things that are geared towards improving your overall well-being. And then that's going to lead to the creation or the discovery of something else valuable. And that's going to make you want to do it again and again and again. So the way that you describe the relationship between meaning and purpose and wellness is like a positive feedback loop. Each one feeds off of the other. But its meaning, it's that value, regardless of how small it is or how small it might be, that feeds it. It's important to note, though, that uncertainty is very normal when it comes to the pursuit of wellness and when it comes to meaning and purpose. You may be in a situation, or you may know somebody in a situation, they don't want to say that life has zero meaning, but they also don't want to say that their life has lots and lots of meaning and lots of value. They may be uncertain. They may say, I don't know. I believe that there is value to my life, but I don't know what it is. And that is a perfectly acceptable point. There's so much to know, and it's actually a good thing to acknowledge that. So a lot of the times individuals will pursue wellness, so they will practice wellness by adopting processes voluntarily with intent, with the hopes of optimizing their well-being, with improving their lives, in hopes that by doing this, they will then either discover or create meaning, and then purpose following shortly after. So if you're in this position where you're struggling to find it, or you're really not sure, or you feel like your meaning is on life support and you don't really have much in life that you think is valuable, even just that's enough to get the wellness process kicked off. It's enough. And there's been a lot of research out there linking purpose to support greater health outcomes. So better coping during adversity, resilience, physical health outcomes, longevity, lower stress and depressive symptoms, greater life satisfaction. There's a ton of positive links towards the cultivation of purpose and meaning throughout life. Purpose, it doesn't eliminate suffering or stress. It doesn't get rid of it. That's not what it's there. But it will often change one's perspective and make the hardship, and in some cases make that struggle worth it, because you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it because there's something more valuable down the road that you're looking for. So let's do an example to see if we can distinguish meaning and purpose. So we have Sarah. So Sarah believes education matters because she wants to create a better life for herself and make her family proud. Her education represents growth, opportunity, independence, and the chance to help others in the future. Because of this, Sarah attends class, she studies regularly, completes assignments, asks questions, sacrifices free time, and does many other activities that are not on this list in the hopes of becoming a nurse. So here's a scenario at play, a little bit of information for us to digest. Let's see if we can put that to the test and see if we can identify some pieces to that. So, which of the following represent meaning for Sarah? So we have education, we have independence, and we have helping others. So remind me again, when we say meaning, what's another word for meaning that we could use to substitute for this course? Yeah.
Like the reason why she's choosing. Or is that's purpose?
That's purpose. Yeah. So what's the meaning? What could you substitute for meaning in here where the question still makes sense? Value. That's the word. Whenever you see meaning, think value. Okay? So which of the following represent value for Sarah? Where does Sarah find value out of? And you could argue, based on the scenario that you just saw, all of these, Sarah would find value in helping other people. And think about it, when you helped somebody, genuinely helped somebody, and they told you how much that helped them, how did that make you feel? Most of us probably would have felt, really good. And that's a source of value to many people. Independence, not having to rely on others to do things. That could also represent value for Sarah. And then obviously education, pretty common value piece. Many individuals find value in pursuing education in a variety of ways. So all of these could fall into the category of meaning for Sarah. So this question, which of the following does not represent purpose for Sarah? So what would be another way of describing purpose in the context of this class? So what would purpose be, essentially? Sorry? So that would probably be closer to meaning and value, what you think's important. What purpose represents the how. How do you get there? So you think that, so Sarah thinks that education, helping others, what was the third one? I can't remember. Anybody remember? Education, helping others are valuable. How does Sarah build on helping others, pursuing education? Well, sacrificing free time to study. So sacrificing fun things to study, which will contribute to the education piece. Completing all your assignments, that's something you do. You do that because you're hoping that's going to give your education a boost. Asking questions, that is something you do. And Sarah does this because she places high value on education. So these are all the hows. So Sarah values education. How is she going to get there and realize that value? Here are some of the actions. Here are the hows that she can do it. So yeah, all of them are going to fall into that category. They all represent a sense of purpose for Sarah.